like this is very prestigious. I really appreciated the time and effort that Dan Zinkan put in to submit the nomination for me, and it's a humbling experience to have a group such as the AAEA recognize the work that I've done and over time. So makes it easier as I start to move out. The Iowa State Land Value Survey, this will be the 71st year of it, and the survey is actually held up kind of as a gold standard, if you will, of the opinion surveys that are done around the country. One of the things I always joke about is that I took over the survey in 1986, and it only took me 1 year to get the values to start going back up after the crisis of the 80s. So I'll get out on the high side. We're at historic levels, both in real and in nominal terms. The Farm Financial Planning Program started as a result of the financial crisis in the early 80s. But it's more than just a computer analysis. It's trying to work with the individual family, see where they are, what's best for them, and then get them to make the best decision. When it first started, the title of the program was Farm Aid. And in 1993, the Willie Nelson Farm Aid was coming here, and they called and said that we shouldn't be using their name, and I pointed out to them that we actually started using it before they did. Agriculture over my career has evolved so much. I remember one of the individuals I had a chance to work with said, Granddad worked with his back, my dad with his hands, and I have to work with my brains. What we're seeing emerge more is the local foods, people trying to sell attributes rather than bulk commodities. And I think this offers real opportunities for our young people, because the young people can get in without having to have a lot of capital. Leopold Center has tried to fund, and they're a funding agency, looking at alternative projects that we did work on cover crops back in the early 90s. We did work on alternative rotations. We did work on labor use and so forth, way ahead of when other people were looking at them. So what we try to do in sustainable agriculture is look at the three-legged stool, if you will, where our agriculture has to be environmentally sound, it has to be profitable, and it has to be one that's socially acceptable and is concerned about all people. Do we have food, and can we have food for all people? I think one of the most important or critical issue facing farm production ag in the coming years is going to be, which technologies do I adopt? Precision ag can't replace what's between our ears. And a good example, my friend is a crop consultant, and he was riding in a combine with a gentleman, and it got dusk, and he turned on the lights, and the guy said he thought he was at the carnival. There were more lights and gauges, and when he asked the farmer, he didn't know what half of them were. He knew the important ones. So if the farmer paid for that extra, then did he get his money's worth? In really everything, we just need more respect for each other. and we need more respect for differences of opinion and realizing that I don't have the right answer, you don't have the right answer. Together, hopefully, we can mix them together and come up with the best answer. And right now, too much it's still in agriculture is us and them, and we need to really avoid that. As I indicated, I'm humbled that a group like the AAEA would choose to honor me with this award, and I've always tried to do what I thought was best, and I think this is kind of a validation that at least sometimes I was right.